What's going on, guys? It's Early Product News. So I had this awesome thing happen to me in mid-August. This gentleman smashed into the back of my car where I was at a complete stop, and he was going about 30 miles an hour, which sent my car through the intersection and into a pole. And then he tried to take off down a one-way street and was cut off by another driver. As my man James Gibson would say, friend of the program, a man who spent 29 years in prison for a double homicide he did not commit. He says, "You got buzzard luck. Disorderly, you got buzzard luck." You know it's bad when the guy who spent 29 years in prison for a double homicide he did not commit looks at you and says, "Damn, you got bad luck." You know you got bad luck. Anyways, I'm not going to air out anybody's information, any company's information, what they did or did not do, because things are still in the works, but we're going to keep it classy right now. So, you guys know what I say at the beginning of most videos. Say it with me. Let's hear from my man James Gibson. Cue James Gibson.
Hi, this is James Gibson. After being recently exonerated and given my certificate of innocence, on my spare time I watch Disorderly Product News. I have since been cleared of all charges. I'm the first case in the country where a Supreme Court and Appellate Court has ruled that an African American has been tortured, collaborating, and proven since the abolishment of slavery. Malicious prosecution, false imprisonment, wrongful conviction, torture, fraud, and conspiracy. I watch Disorderly Product News.
I mean, at first you tried to take off. You're trying to take off again, too.
I was trying to park. I'm trying to park.
No, you were trying to take off, bro.
No, I was trying to park, man. I was on the
Okay, so let me see your insurance.
Bro,
I got your license plate. I got everything.
Hey, can you do me a favor, G? Can you just take my number?
No, I need to see your insurance, bro.
This is not my car.
1C4R 632. I need to see your insurance, bro.
G,
If you take off, it's gonna be a hit and run.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. This is
No,
not
I gotta get my car fixed. You could take off.
That's a little ass scratch, man.
It's a broken.
Scratch, man.
It's a broken thing, dude.
Watch out,
Okay, well you got it.
Hey, look
You
out.
got to hit and run.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Of course I'm gonna do it. What the You're done, dude. As you can see, these are the little scratches he was talking about. The little scratch there, the little scratch there, and then the entire door. That's the little scratch with no passenger side mirror. The little scratch that had me tape my trunk closed because it kept on going up. The little scratch where when I went to report this at the police station, I didn't realize my trunk didn't lock because it was closed at the time. So when I went to get something out of it, I closed it. And as I'm walking away, if you were looking at me, it probably just was floating right back up. And all my camera equipment got stolen. All those little scratches happened. He ran into me going 35 miles an hour. And I was very cool with him. I was like, dude, it's an accident. Relax, calm down. You know, accidents happen. But it wasn't his car. Take my number, call me later, we'll talk about this. Why, what? We're not talking about this later. So, I mean, first he tried to leave, and then he got cut off. Then he got out of the car, and he was acting real aggressive while he was walking towards me as if I was going to turn around and run away. Yeah, he was in a fight or flight mode, and his flight option got cut off, and then his fight senses kicked in, and they weren't up to par. They weren't that good. And then he called me. He called me about like a month afterwards because he saw the accident report online, and he pretended like he was somebody else. He didn't even try and change his voice. I literally talked to the guy for maybe 2 minutes of my life, and I could tell it was him. And he's like, "Did you get in an accident with somebody?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I didn't have my car that night. That wasn't me." I'm like, "Okay, well, why are you yeah, that wasn't me, and I don't even live at this address." "Yeah, I'm sure you don't live at that address, because whoever lived at that address kicked you out. And I'm sure you don't have a phone number, because you get it turned off and on all the time. And you didn't have insurance." So, but he was trying to convince me that somebody else was driving his car that night. And I'm like, bro, you got to talk to the cops about it. That has nothing to do with me. Talk to the cops about that. So there you go, guys. I hope you found that interesting. A hit and run, a man on death row, or a man that the state of Illinois wanted to put on death row, a man that they wanted to stick a needle in his vein and legally kill him, looks at disorderly and says, man, you got buzzard luck. That's what he says, I got buzzard luck. That's my man, James Gibson. We always don't see eye to eye. We have a difference of opinion sometimes, but brothers fight. What can you do? That's my guy. On the other hand, this gentleman, a not very smart human being, he called me up and he's like, did you get in an accident? Well, I wasn't driving. Okay. Somebody took my car that night. Uh-huh. And I don't even live at this address. Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about or what you're trying to get at. You're obviously trying... I recognize your voice, dude. Like, stop it. Like, you're not fooling anybody. Isn't that the worst when, like, people are just not that bright and they're trying to pull something over on you and you're just looking at them like they're a 6-year-old? I'm like, okay, bro. This is the new NASCAR net. People that watch my program will get this. This is Whiplash Wilson. That's Whiplash Wilson right there. Hits you from behind, tries to get away, jumps out like he wants to fight you. Then he tells you it's his sister's car. Like, we talk about this later. Then calls you up a month later and tells you somebody else has had his car. And wait till you hear the cherry on top. Chicago does not pick up charges, will not take charges, will not prosecute, won't do anything for a hit and run unless there's major injuries. Nothing. They're not, no, sorry, unless there's major injuries, it's okay. You get in more trouble for jaywalking than slamming into the back of me, screeching down a one-way, stopping, jumping out in the middle of traffic. My car hit a light pole. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're not doing anything. If Cook County can't make any money off of it, the mayor just made it. There's cameras everywhere, speeding cameras. If it used to be 10 miles, now it's 6 miles per hour over the limit. If you do that, you get in more trouble than Whiplash Wilson, just playing bumper cars on Cicero Avenue. But again, I got buzzard luck, so, I'm like Mush from A Bronx Tale. Throw him in the bathroom. When they see me, whatever horse I bet on, everyone just rips up the tickets before the race is over, because they know if I bet on it, it's not going to win. Anyways, this is Buzzard Luck, reporting from Chicago. Wishing all you a safe and happy rest of the work week. Good night, and stay safe out there, guys. Don't get yourself in any trouble. Seeing as the verdict came down in that very, very powerful case. In fact, watch my video on that case. I unveil something that nobody else is talking about, and one that I believe is, well, just watch it. It's an unbelievable fact that is completely overlooked. But again, guys, good night.